The biggest mistake a person can do right now, no matter in which situation you are, is to give up.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back in. If this is your first time showing up, thank you for it. So in this one, we're just going to be looking at spiritual TikToks that's going to help you improve your vibration, make you feel better. If you're feeling a little bit low today, by the end of this, I believe your vibe is going to be flowing right. Let's get to it.
All my business. There's nothing about me that you don't know. I was a hoe. I was an addict. Come on, I did all of it.
Look, that's freedom, y'all.
So you
that's
can go
freedom.
and tell somebody that. Because that's what I was, that's what I did. It's not who I am. So when you tell it the truth. But tell them, look at me now.
Amen.
I don't care what you say about me. It doesn't bother me. Because I know who I am. I know where I've been. And so I'm encouraging you, if you got a story, it is the trick of the enemy to keep your mouth silent. It is the trick of the enemy to halt your witness. Tell it to everybody. Just tell it. And then walk in the victory of where you are now. So it's not about you, it's about the God who delivered you. Tell it. If people look at you and think you've been perfect all your life, they don't want to hear what you got to say. But you tell them you've been through the gutter. Tell it. Tell them your husband used to beat you. Tell them. But you made it out. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them what God delivered you from.
Hey, amen to that. It makes me think about one of my favorite India Ari quotes from one of her songs. Y'all will probably see that I quote her a lot. But my past don't dictate who I am. I do. I choose. Let's go.
If you're not growing, then you're dying. If you are not growing, then you are dying. A lot of us get to a comfortable stage in life and think staying the same is the safe way. But no. What comfort actually is just a slow death, but in disguise. You dying just a little tad slower. You either evolve or you dissolve. You're either evolving or you're dissolving. My people, you either working towards or building the next version of you, or you getting buried by your excuses. Which one you gonna choose? Life is not gonna wait. It's not gonna pause, and it's not damn sure not gonna apologize if you get left behind. So quit worrying about failing. That's not where the danger is. The danger ain't in failing. Because what if somebody told you you only 100 failures away from being successful or a millionaire? How quickly would you go out and fail then? The real danger is when you decide that where you are is good enough. I don't care if you're a billionaire. I don't care. It's always room for improvement. It's always more knowledge to gain. Deciding when you are good enough right where you is, when your soul is screaming, you know you can do more, then you working backwards, bro. So we gotta quit making growth an optional thing. It's not optional. It's the only thing that keeps your dream alive, your peace alive, your purpose alive. So stop asking yourself, what if it don't work? Stop asking yourself that. And start asking yourself, what if I can grow into everything I've been running from? You were never meant to stay safe. We are meant to evolve. We come here on a spiritual journey. You're a human having you're a spiritual being having a human experience. You came here to learn lessons. You came here to evolve on the daily. So today's Built Before Breakfast message is all about you cannot become who you are meant to be by staying who you are. I love y'all, man. Happy Saturday. Let's have an excellent day.
There are only two mindsets, fixed mindset and growth mindset. People with fixed mindsets avoid challenges and stay away from things they don't know. Whereas people with growth mindsets view challenges as opportunities. People with fixed mindsets focus on proving themselves and are threatened by the success of others. While people with growth mindsets focus on improvement are actually inspired by the success of others. Having a fixed mindset means that you believe that talent and intelligence are fixed. If you're not good at something today, it's hard for you to believe that you could ever be good at it in the future. Having a growth mindset means that you believe that talent and intelligence is something that grows. With practice and effort, you literally believe that you could actually do anything. Life opens up when you realize that no one is born great. You're just delusional enough to believe that they could be great someday. It is by believing we can change that we do the things that change us. We just have to get out of our own way.
Problem comes up. One of the best things to say is, all is well, everything is working out for my highest good, and out of this situation, this so-called problem, only good will come, and I am safe. And you know, this is something that's very powerful. All is well, everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. And what that does, it quiets your mind down, or my mind down, long enough for the universe to find a solution for the so-called problem.
But what about the person watching right now who is saying, Louise, hey, I love you, and I'm glad to hear you say that, but Louise, with all due respect, right now in my life, you don't know. All is not well.
Okay.
Everything is not working out for my good. I do not feel safe right now. No matter how many times I say that, all is not my life right now.
If you say it enough times, it will become so. It really will, because you will be changing your thinking. Mm-hmm. If I have a real problem, I will babble that incessantly for innumerable times. Mm-hmm. Because I know it will change the atmosphere around me. It'll change what I'm giving out. And yes, it's true that to start with, that may be a terrible problem and you can't do anything about it right now. But as you start to know that you are safe and you're in a universe that loves you, I mean, how many times a day do people say, this loves me, really loves me? And I'm so grateful and I'm so appreciative of life. And if you're a person that does that a lot, your life has to get better. It has to. Life will find little miraculous ways to bring good into your life.
When you keep saying,
Hey, shout out to Louise Hay. God rest her soul. For all you who are not familiar with her, her name is Louise Hay. She has a lot of good books out just in helping you heal your life and get better. So check her out if you haven't already. Let me know if y'all rock with Louise Hay's teachings.
that you're trying to do something like, I'm trying to work out more, I'm trying to create more, I'm trying to be a better friend or a better partner, that's pretty much like making a wish. And unfortunately, a lot of wishes don't come true. So instead, you need to shift your language by saying things like, I'm a creator, I am a writer, I never miss workouts. And the difference between that and saying that you're trying to do something is that when you say that you are something and you embrace that identity, that is an instruction. And your brain knows what to do with that. And it's going to try and reinforce that identity that you've established by memorizing those behaviors and trying to put them on autopilot for you and making it so that you are less resistant to doing them. So stop saying that you're trying to do something, because your brain is not fully on board with that. It doesn't really know what to do with it. And instead, fully embrace that identity and say, I am this, or I am someone who does this. And then watch how that starts to change how you show up.
It took me 19 years to learn what I'm about to teach you in the next 2 minutes. And even after being a mindset coach for a decade, I'm convinced that these two shifts are the most important mindset shifts you can make to change your entire life. When you look out into the world, it's easy to just look out and to assume there's just one world in front of me. But when you look deeper, every single human being has a unique view of the world. So there's actually billions of different worlds happening at once. This completely shatters the notion that life is the way that it is, because life isn't the way that it is. Life is the way that you see it. And the moment you realize that is the moment that you shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. And the next most important mindset shift that you can make is the shift from a victim mentality to creator consciousness. People who are in the victim mindset are in a perpetual cycle of being stuck because they're constantly looking for excuses and casting blame, because their life and the way that it is anybody's fault but their own. And in knowing that you have the freedom to choose how you see your life, what is going to lead you to a more successful life? Seeing life as if it's happening to you, seeing life as if you have no power, or seeing life as if you have the power to completely change your reality at any given moment, because you do. This is called creator consciousness, and the people who operate from the consciousness of being creators, their own creators, end up becoming the most successful in every single area of their life and their relationships, because when there's a problem, they can create something brand new in their relationship, in their health, and in their wellness, in their career, in the impact and legacy that they want to make, because they don't see a world that is the way that it is. They see what could be in the world. They see a vision for new possibilities. Even when there's problems surrounding them left and right, they are asking themselves the question, how can I out-create this problem? And that is why they have the leading edge. That is why they crush it in their life.
I'm 54.
How can I out-create this problem? I like that. I'm going to ask myself that.
Years old, and let me save you some decades here. Please listen up. If you're younger than me, please listen up. You keep waiting on the right time, but what you're really waiting on is an easier way. There's not one. You're not failing because it's hard. You're failing because you quit every time it gets hard. You treat your goals like a wish list and not a to-do list, and that's why nothing is changing. You don't have high standards. You just have low follow-through. You don't lack time. You just keep filling it with things that won't change your life. Because you already know. You don't need a new strategy. You just need to quit abandoning those strategy that you know works. And you don't need another pep talk. You just need to get sick of your own excuses. You don't have a productivity problem. You have a priorities problem. If you felt this, good. Now go prove me wrong. Hope that helps.
All right, y'all, here's something else they don't tell you about the spiritual awakening. No one tells you that you are about to go on a journey within yourself. You are about to go on a journey of self-reflection. And more often than not, it is not going to be pretty. Spiritual awakening is about going within you first. It's not about all these conspiracy theories in the world and all these other people. No, it's about you learning about you. And all of the awakened beings knew this. Buddha said, go within, you are the Buddha. Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within you. In the Bhagavad Gita in Hinduism, it said, the self is the light of all lights. Lao Tzu in Taoism said, learning to know other people is intelligence, but learning to know yourself is wisdom. So it doesn't matter what religion you talk about, all of the awakened beings knew that you were supposed to go inside of yourself. But in order to go inside of yourself, you better be ready, because once you go inside of yourself, you're going to have to face something that you have been avoiding. You're going to have to face your trauma. One of the reasons that we have not gone within in the first place is because of our trauma. When trauma has happened to us, we do everything in our power to avoid going within. We don't want to talk about our emotional selves. We don't want to talk about the things that happened. We don't want to talk about our childhood trauma, our relationship trauma, our parental trauma, our friendship trauma. There is no way that we get to true awakening without going within, without knowing ourselves. It's almost like a rite of passage. The deeper you go into yourself, the deeper you connect with the divine. But a lot of times that trauma has stopped us from doing that. And once you actually start doing that work, the shadow work, the therapy, the counseling, or all of the above, you will start to uncover all of the trauma. And then you will start to be able to understand what it is. And here's the next thing. You're going to start understanding what mindsets, what thought patterns, what belief systems, and what behaviors are connected to that trauma that has been hiding in you. And since it has been with you so long, you actually think that it's normal. And another thing you doing the work is going to show you, it's going to show you how those thought processes, belief systems, patterns, and behaviors have not only harmed yourself, but harmed other people. Listen, they did not lie when they said awakening is not for the weak. You really have to face yourself, because you cannot truly connect with the universe, God, divine source, without first connecting with you, which means moving all of that mess out of the way so you have a direct path to the divine. And don't get me wrong, it's not all bad. You also awaken to some great things about you as well. But the bottom line is you're going to know everything about yourself. Me personally, I consider it an honor. I consider it a privilege to work on myself and move the stuff out of the way so that I can have a direct connection. So I said all that to say that if you're going through a spiritual awakening, you are going to have to face you and face your demons and face whatever is in you that is opposite of the divine.
Darling, I'm going to hold your hand while I say.
I like what he said about appreciating being able to clear out the stuff, because the blessing in that is that we are alive to do it. We have the ability to do it. We have the moment to do it. And now we have the awareness to do it, to embrace the process of clearing out the junk and feeling your life evolve, feeling your energy shift as you grow and clear out stuff. Man, good stuff. Let's go.
Your obsession with being perfect is what's holding you back. The project you won't launch, the promotion you won't apply for, the business you won't start. The truth is that the people that are highly successful that we admire, they all started messy. They launched before they were ready, they applied before they were qualified, and most importantly, they started even though they were scared. You see, your imperfections are not your weaknesses, they're actually a sign that you're growing. So today, let's do something imperfectly. Let's launch. Let's start messy. And I promise you, your future self is going to thank you.
I saw this video this week that I can't stop thinking about. The video said that anytime we go through something really difficult, there's a wound there. And the days and months and years following that wound, there's a lot of ups and then there's a lot of downs. And this woman said that the ups and downs are the stitching that bring the wound back together. Like it keeps getting tighter and you're mending the wound, you're healing it. I just keep thinking about that because I feel like when we have down moments, we can get really hard on ourselves and be like, why is this happening? But that's a part of the stitch, you know? It's gonna come back up, I'm gonna go back down, I'm gonna come back up. I just love it. Thank you to whoever put out that video. I can't find it, but I hope you hear this and you think about this whenever you're going through the ups and downs of life.
Hey, I like that. If any of you guys know what that video is, please drop it in the comments. I would definitely like to check it out.
Biggest mistake a person can do right now, no matter in which situation you are, is to give up. You might not reach the best version of yourself in this lifetime, but a better one than you are right now. The main point is to find something that you are not standing still where you are right now.
All right, we've almost gotten to the end of this, and I hope these rocked with you a bit. I hope they resonated, shifted up some stuff, broke up some stuff, got you in a little bit better feeling space. Hey, if you're feeling better right now than you were when you first started this video, let me know that. Drop a like. That'll let me know that this video did what it was supposed to do. Again, thank you for all those creators out there who put their messages out on the talk. Check them out, like I always say. And also, in the meantime, do what it says on the screen right now, you know, because I said we're almost at the end, because there's one more that I'm going to leave out with that I think is going to really make you feel good, really get you in that good feeling space. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in.
Save this audio or send it to a friend for whenever you need to tell yourself this. Today, I'm going to make me a priority because I owe it to myself. Because I am strong. I am worthy. I'm beautiful. And I am more than enough. I might love them, but I love me more. So I'll be okay. Because God got me. I got me. And I'll never stop fighting for me. Because I believe in me. I'm proud of me. So have a great day, me. And don't you forget for 1 second that I love you, me.